Alright, this is section 1.4. We're actually going to be looking at polygons and different classifications of polygons. Remember from your past history that we can name them by the number of sides that they have. So the polygon at the top here is a pentagon because it has 5 sides. If you want to look in the Big Ideas geometry book, you'll see a table that shows different things. Basically, a polygon has 3 or more sides. Where 2 sides connect, it's called a vertex, and then we label the sides as line segments. So you see in the example that they do BC. It's not going to be that big a deal if you know that they're classified as either concave or convex, but if the sides go inside of the regular interior, that's concave. All right, so if we're here, okay, so one of the things that we're going to be working with, remember that the perimeter is the addition of all of the sides. So we have a triangle with coordinates with vertices of -2 and 3, and 3 and -3, and -2 and -3. So as long as there are 2 points that are the same, we can calculate the distance between those 2 points. So the first and the last one, you see that we have negative, or the middle and the last one, you see that we have a common point of y of -3. So that means that our x value changes from 3 to -2, which is 5 units. And then on the first point and the last point, you can see that we have -2 and -2 for the x values. The y values change from 3 to -3, which is a distance of 6. Then the final thing we're going to have to use is the distance formula to find the change from A to B. So remember, we're going to go our x value 2, subtract the x value 1, which is a negative, meaning we're going to add that and square that number. And then we're going to find our y value changes from -3 minus 3, which is the value of 6. We add those together after squaring, we get 25 plus 36, and it adds up to 61. Do the square root of 61, and we're going to have a value of 7.81. Go ahead and round these to the nearest hundredth. Adding those sides up, we get 18.81 for the perimeter. When we look at area, we need to remember that the area of a triangle is 1/2 of the base times the height. Not a very good H there. So we look at the drawing here and we see that the base goes from -4 to 4, which is 8 units. And we see that the height is from -3 to +3, which is going to be 6 units. So we're going to have 1/2 times 8 times 6. So 1/2 of 8 is 4, times 6 is 24 square units. I don't require you to know all of the formulas for area, but you'll find in the Get Started portion there is a listing of reference materials that has different volumes or areas listed, formulas for areas for different types of polygons.